Hi guys, how's it going? Welcome back to another video. Um, Last video blew up. It's mainly down to friends helping me out. So, just wanted to start off the video by saying thanks to for all the support uh, around school, in the comments, like getting 21 subscribers, 247 views, and 29 likes in the first 24 hours. It's the quickest a video of mine's ever blown up. So I wanted to say thanks for all the support, all the help. And it has encouraged me to want to make more videos. So I've been going around asking for some suggestions, and this was one of the most requested videos from other students, staff, family, just so many people have suggested this. And this is something that I suffered with in year 7. So as you can tell from the title of the video, homesickness. And in boarding school terms, attempting to make a home away from home. A lot of people hate that saying, but that is basically what you need to do. You need to make your boarding house your home away from home, because that is where you will be spending most of your time, especially with my case. Like, we spend most of our lives in school, in a boarding house, and homesickness is something that affects everyone, and it is really difficult. So my first tip is have scheduled contact with home for at least the first week. What I mean by that is don't constantly phone them, because if you keep constantly phoning them, you're never going to get over it. Or not, it's never going to get easier. However, if you have scheduled contact, even when you're over the homesickness, still have scheduled contact. Don't constantly call them. And also, when you're feeling down, sometimes talking to them can help a lot. So I'm not saying like stick to that schedule all the time, because one day you might need to talk to them more than another. So just phone them up, but mainly stick to a schedule that you make with your family. And that will just help you get into the role of things and just help with the homesickness. Point 2 is have pictures of your family, but limit it to how many you can have. So have a picture of, if you have a pet, have a picture of your pet, have a picture of your mum, your dad, your brother, sister, grandparents, cousins, aunts, uncles, and I would say limit it to about 20 photos, mainly because you don't want to, like when you're feeling really down, sometimes pictures can help, but then a lot of the time, seeing them can make you feel worse in yourself. So it's just easier if you just limit the amount you have. So then, like, everywhere you're looking, you're not seeing them. Obviously, you don't want to forget them completely, but you want to try and make it easier for yourself. Point 3 is make your boarding house your home away from home. So make your area how you want your area. Make your house give suggestions on how you think the house should be to make it a little bit better. And just overall, just literally make it your home away from home. That's the simplest way to explain it. If you make the boarding house somewhere where you enjoy being, homesickness will be so much easier for you. And that's from personal experience, friends telling me that it's helped them. And it does. I found it really did help. Point 4 is, again, as I said in my last video, talk to people. You can't keep this to yourself, because it's sort of like emotions. Like, homesickness you can't get through it on your own. You need to talk to people and just seek some help, some sort of help. Find someone who you can trust. Speak to a good friend. Just speak to someone, and it will get easier for you. Tip 5 is have a good group of friends. Don't be peer pressured into going into the popular groups, because a lot of the time you'll then end up getting into stupid things that will then get you in trouble, and stuff that would make your family a little bit disappointed in you. So just stick to, like, make a group of friends that you know you can trust. You know they'll have your back throughout life. And that is the best thing about boarding school, to be honest. You make friends for life. You will have friends for life. And I can promise you that. Point 6 is don't suffer alone. Don't feel like you have to go through it on your own, because you have so many people around you that are probably going through the same. When I was in year 7, I think my whole dorm probably suffered from homesickness, but they didn't show it as much as I did. And that's sort of what helped me to overcome it a little bit, like, because I was talking to people, and because I knew they were going through the same with me, I knew I could go and speak to them, and I could ask for help, and just, yeah, it just got a lot easier after talking to people and realizing that I'm not going through it alone, and there's so many other people that are actually going through that situation. Tip number 7 is tell your house staff how you feel. So this could be house tutors, house matrons, house masters, house mistress, deputy house mistress, master. Just speak to them, because a lot of them have been doing the job for years, and they understand what you're going through. They've helped loads of students before you, and they can help a lot. And they will quite happily just sit there and just chat. Like, even if you just want to chat about YouTube or something, they'll quite happily just sit there and just take your mind off of things. That is the best thing about boarding school staff. They understand what you're going through. They know how to help you. They're probably the best people to talk to when it comes to homesickness at boarding school. Point 8 is you're not the only one going through it. There's so many people in boarding school that I know that have gone through it or are going through it, and it is horrible. Homesickness is horrible, because especially when you're in the situation that I was in, and I had never spent really over a week away from home, and then it was literally straight into spending 6 weeks at a time away from home without seeing family in person. And the best thing about having phones nowadays is they're a phone call away. Your family love to hear from you, and when you don't call them, they know that you're having fun, and they know that you're enjoying it. So don't feel like you have to call them all the time, because if you don't call them, they'll know that you're enjoying it, you're having fun, and that you're just busy. Point 9 is it gets easier, and it does get better. I went through the whole of year 7 not really wanting to like stay in boarding school, but then after thinking about it constantly, I decided that I actually want to stay here, and it's one of the best decisions I've made, because now my education's alright. I'm not gonna say it's amazing, but my education's alright. I've got a good group of friends. I'm enjoying it here. I know I've got people I can talk to. Everyone's really supportive, and it's just a good atmosphere to be in now. But I know that if I didn't stick here, I would have regretted it straight away. Point 10 is enjoy it. Enjoy everything that's thrown at you. At the time, you'll think it's the worst thing in the world. But then later on in life, you'll realise that it actually helps. Like with my school, we get given instruments from year 7 and we play them all the way through the school. And in year 8 you can get scholarships and everything. And at first I didn't enjoy the instrument because I couldn't play it properly. But then after pursuing it, I'm now in the school band and I can actually play the instrument. And that's just from me actually pursuing the dream of playing an instrument. I've always wanted to play an instrument, but I've always doubted myself. But then as soon as I came out of that little shell of, oh no, I can't do it, oh no, I'm never gonna be able to do it, I was able to do it. And that is one of the things that has made boarding school so much better for me. The fact that I'm actually able to do things that I wouldn't be able to do if I didn't come here. And then my final point is keep yourself busy. Take anything that's thrown at you, sports, extracurricular activities, clubs, music lessons. Just take it all. Don't turn things away unless you really don't feel up to it. Because I can promise you now you'll regret it in the long term. Just take everything that's around you as a privilege and don't just throw it all back at the staff's face, because they're doing it to make your time here enjoyable and fun. And just an extra point as well, bring food. Make sure you have a crap ton of food because you're gonna get hungry. The amount you do in boarding school is beyond bizarre. Literally, you do so much and you just get hungry. Obviously, don't have too much like sugar and stuff, like have some healthy things and also have treats. So have chocolate in your area, have crisps in your area, just have anything that one day like you might be having a really bad day and it can just bring your mood up so much. And it, to be honest, everything there, that's probably the main thing that helps with homesickness, just being able to just sit there and more or less just eat until you explode, basically. So yeah, just make sure you've got food and just enjoy boarding school. Don't let homesickness get in your way. You're not going through it alone. You've got so many people that can help you out there. But other than that, if you want any more tips, feel free to leave them some questions in the comments and I'll answer you. As I said last time, any more video ideas, please leave them in the comments. But other than that, thank you for tuning in, and I hope these homesickness tips can help you in the future. Thank you very much.